As mentioned in the previous episode, Nanakusa and Mishiro sneaked into Mishiro's father's room to search for evidence of his infidelity. Unfortunately, Mishiro's mother suddenly returned, forcing Mishiro to quickly hide Nanakusa to avoid detection. Since no clues could be found at home, Mishiro took Nanakusa to a cafe across from her father's company to monitor his movements after work. While waiting, Nanakusa asked Mishiro why people shouldn't have affairs. After some thought, Mishiro expressed that she disliked this behavior. The thought of her dearest family members arguing over such matters filled her with intense disgust. Inspired by her words, Nanakusa excitedly suggested that they use this detective game to reclaim Mishiro's most cherished family. Just as Mishiro was about to respond, she noticed her father approaching the cafe. To avoid being seen, she quickly hid under the table and asked Nanakusa to observe her father's actions. Mishiro had hoped to see her father's affair partner, but after sitting down, he simply worked without any unusual behavior. Just as they were about to give up due to lack of progress, Nanakusa noticed that Mishiro's father replied to someone's message on his phone before leaving the cafe. Seeing him take a taxi, Nanakusa decided to follow him but was unexpectedly knocked down by something and lost track of him. With no other options, she returned to Mishiro. Noticing Nanakusa's injured hand, Mishiro asked what had happened. Nanakusa lied and said she had accidentally fallen, but the unusually rapid healing of her wound aroused Mishiro's suspicion. Eventually, Nanakusa confessed that she was not human but a vampire. After a brief moment of shock, Mishiro quickly calmed down and asked if she too could become a vampire. However, she was told that the condition for becoming a vampire was to first fall in love with one and then be bitten by them. This made Mishiro abandon the idea, as she couldn't even bring herself to like humans, let alone vampire. Nanakusa countered by asking if it would be possible if the vampire was her. Mishiro didn't answer the question and simply told her to stop talking nonsense. The next day at school, Nanakusa asked Mishiro if she had been scolded by her family for not returning home the previous night. Mishiro replied that her mother had said nothing about her 17-year-old daughter staying out all night but had instead continuously complained about her father, who also hadn't returned home. As she spoke, Mishiro suddenly burst into tears and asked Nanakusa what she should do, wondering if she would have to live like this forever. Unsure how to comfort her, Nanakusa asked if she would try to fall in love with her and become a vampire together. Feeling cornered, Mishiro agreed to the proposal. However, after being bitten by Nanakusa, she did not successfully turn into a vampire. Nevertheless, Mishiro felt considerably better and believed that one day she would fully fall in love with Nanakusa and become her kin. With the resolve to sever ties with her parents completely, Mishiro returned home. To her surprise, she was met with her father's confession. He apologized for not cherishing Mishiro and her mother properly, stating that he had ended the relationship with the other woman and would strive to be a good father from now on. Her mother also apologized for recently neglecting Mishiro. Coincidentally, it was Mishiro's birthday, and they had prepared a cake to celebrate. The sudden change in her parents left Mishiro flustered, but she was delighted, thinking her family could return to its former happiness. However, life played another cruel joke on her. To commemorate the moment, Mishiro's father took out a lighter she had given him, which he had always cherished and rarely used. For some reason, the moment he touched the lighter, he felt unwell, thinking her father was merely too excited and had fumbled. Mishiro placed the lighter back into his hand. Unexpectedly, the next second, her father underwent a drastic change in demeanor. He attacked Mishiro and killed her mother. Seeing her father's thirst for blood, Mishiro realized that, for some reason, he had turned into a vampire. Instinctively, she grabbed the lighter and struck her father, accidentally killing him. By the time Nanakusa arrived, she found Mishiro sitting helplessly on the ground. Noticing the condition of the bodies, she asked if a vampire had caused all this. Instead of answering, Mishiro told Nanakusa that she might never become a vampire. With those words, she bid farewell to Nanakusa and left. At that moment, Luguisa suddenly appeared, interrupting Nanakusa's recollection. As many may have guessed, Luguisa is the grown-up Mishiro. What kind of story will unfold between her and Nanakusa? Now, stay tuned to my channel to be the first to know about the new series developments.